The Brits will be working in the isolated mining village of Badakrum.
Oh my god, this is where we're staying. Oh my god.
Ghana is Africa's second largest producer of gold. It's been trading the precious metal since the 15th century and now exports around £400 million worth a year. Much comes from hundreds of small-scale mining communities like this. Here, only mining offers the villagers a regular wage.
Hello.
Hello, you are
I'm
welcome.
Alex, nice to meet you.
I'm Sully.
Good.
Hello, I'm George.
Mine boss and co-owner Sully organises the workforce.
But Mom, what about to sway and one head move back in there. Good now, Muhunu, UK, Nina free. I see, community. Until no way, man, I'm Baba. And one year was it. Minimum one of my page, my one beside. Alright, let's roll, man.
The Brits are taken straight to where they'll be working for the next 2 days.
Wow.
It looks like something from the Flintstones. Look,
God,
like
you're right. It does,
doesn't it? It looks like it's not real. It looks like it's just been placed here.
There's no safety, there's no barriers or anything. Everyone could just fall.
The precious metal is dug out from gold-rich seams. The men shovel by hand, whilst the women carry 20-kilogram headpans to the top. Here, every load is counted before the process of extracting grains of gold from the mud begins.
Oh my God. Women are working with like babies on their backs.
Yeah.
And pregnant. Just standing in shock.
The locals have to be strong.
Shit.
Abdullah, who owns the 1-acre mine with his brother Sully, will expect the same from the Brits.
Yempe akwadwuro bia wodwuma no. Sat emra ye wo site ha ona ye be kira mu ndem. Ye fa wo wi a ese wo ye dwuma ama dwuma no wura no ne neji se nimpa no oye dwuma mo no so tua sika na ondi ye wo no akomam. Besi abako bia ese okọ 160 but ese se mo ye ahoho no. Ye hu se de mo ahoadente. Nti ya ma mo 100.
For us, in this heat, that many buckets, back and forth 100 times.
I think it's going to be a hard one.
Like the locals, the Brits will be split.
We na mo hu se odi shovel stand. Asasino.
I think it is going to be hard work.
The boys are working at the bottom of the mine with the men, digging up the gold-rich earth to fill the headpans.
Problem at the moment is like the heat, sweating because it's so hot. This is the hottest I've ever been in my life.
Alongside the local women, the girls must carry their 100 headpans to the top of the mine, ready for processing.
Oh my god, this is heavy. Oh my god, this is so heavy.
Oh my God. I can't even lift this. There's no point filling it up. Oh.
Right from the start, the Brits are struggling.
This is so heavy. There's no way I'm going to do 100. I've only done about 3.
Okay.
Just like when I'm walking up the hill, I'm like, oh my god, this is so hard. I look next to me and there's a woman who's half my size, half my body weight, and she's got a child on her back, and she's probably 20 years older than me, and she's like rushing past me.
After just an hour, Boss Sully is concerned that the mine is slowing.
The ladies are complaining that the boys that taking loot to them, they are not hurrying.
Not doing it fast enough.
Yeah. You white people are the forces.
Right, okay.
You forces,
Yeah, sorry. Just so you know that I've worked as hard as I can, so
yeah,
I
I
do
can see
apologise.
that you have do your best, but
It's not good enough.
yeah, it's not good enough.
Right, that's fair enough. At the end of the day, if we're not giving them enough mud and stuff, then potentially not processing enough gold, so time's money, so it's fair enough.
If you didn't get enough loot, you will lose gold. That's how it is. You lose money. Job, we are not joking with our time.
Gold from the mine is regularly sold at the local market. The Brits have just 2 days to find at least £200 worth of the precious metal, or the mine won't make a profit.
More loot.
got the boss saying, put more. And it's like, I dropped mine up there because it is so heavy. Lucy, move. Lucy. We'll just move then.
No arguing in here.
Oh, whatever. I couldn't give a shit. It's all coming and you're standing there, like, what's that?
Everyone stands in front of each other. You can't shout at each other. We're all finding it hard, okay? Don't just start shouting.
That's what I'm saying to you. You're standing there like a statue. Why?
Guys, can you just move, please? You're stood away from her now.
All she had to say was sorry. That's what I was looking for. She wanted to string it out, talking to me like I'm a child and all that. And you know what? I haven't even got the strength to even go there with her, so...
We're all feeling the pressure, do you know what I mean? Like, we're all feeling the pressure, but the thing is, the last thing we want is everyone shouting at each other. It doesn't help anything. It obviously just lowers morale, gets rid of the team spirit.
2 hours in, the 100-degree heat and repetitive workload is getting to all the Brits.
Oh my God, this is so heavy.
Including Oscar.
This is honestly the most I've ever sweated in my life. I don't even sweat this much when I go into the sauna.
Come on, man. How do you feel?
Very hot.
Very hot.
Fellow worker Atto has been digging gold for the last 5 years.
I'm amazed that you do this every day. I'm amazed.
Man, it's not easy.
These women are working so hard. I've never seen women working like this hard, ever. These women, I think, are working just as hard as the men here, you know? And they've got babies on their backs.
The local women regularly carry 160 headpans a day, but so far Siobhan has carried just 6. Her attitude and slow rate hasn't gone unnoticed by Atto.
I'm walking as fast as I can.
Just put your thing down and let me ask you one question. What do you do in your hometown?
I stand with a clipboard and I write things down and I talk to people. But if I can't breathe...
I thought you were the
I know, but you know what? I'm not going back to Britain in a body bag, so I'm trying my best. You're acting like I've walked off. I'm still here. I'm still trying.
Yeah, you are trying, but I need more strength from you, okay? So I thought you was the strongest among the girls. And if you look at the age, she's the oldest. So I was expecting more things from her. Yeah, my expectation from her was so high, but all of a sudden, you down. I was so disappointed.
11 a.m. The heat and the pressure is still rising.
I can't even get my breath.
Feel my shoulders being completely crushed.
If Siobhan is to hit her target of 100 headpans, she needs to pick up the pace.
Oh, how do you feel now?
I can't even talk. I haven't got the breath to talk, so...
Then you can sit.
But suddenly, it's all too much.
Actually, I don't even feel hot.
Siobhan has had a panic attack. Essentially, I think it's the heat. She just doesn't seem to be coping.
The medic, on hand for the Brits in this extreme environment, has to step in.
Something's sitting on my chest.
Put that under your tongue, brothers. You close your mouth down. You might need to hold it.
God almighty.
You've gone nowhere. It's not going back in there. Normal body temperature is about 36.9 degrees. She's now at 38.2. So I'll pull her off for now and then see how she is in a little while. Keep her cool, get the water going in her, see if we can cool down a bit.
It's just relentless. You're just going up and down and up and down. Yeah, I can't even. It's like I feel like my heart is actually going to jump out of my chest. They've had years of training. This is our first day and literally they're expecting us to do 100. I know the women do 160, but even 10 is a push. Blimey, like, I'm trying my hardest, but literally I feel like I'm going to die.
Back at the mine, Siobhan is recovering, but gold is losing its appeal.
Feels like I've been here for 3 days and I know it's only been a couple hours, but literally, it could never be expensive enough for you to pay to feel how hard this is. It's like they treat people like they're machines.
Soon, she's not the only one having to take a break. 4 hours in, all the Brits have ground to a halt.
I can't believe these people do this every day. It's crazy. This is just mad work. Just can't believe it.
26-year-old Amma has worked with the 15 other women at the mine for the last 3 years.
How do you guys keep going and in the hot weather? How do you keep on pushing and reaching your targets here?
Just some of the money that you win, is that going to go on education for your children? So does that mean that your children will probably end up working in the mines as well when they grow up?
It
is literally a case of them growing up here, isn't it?
Literally, yeah, but it's quite disheartening to know that it literally looks like this is where they will grow up and this is where they will basically work.
That's literally what the community lives for, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is the only work, it's the only source of income, it's the only means of survival, which is something that we're so lucky to not have to do. You know, if we want to do something with our lives, anything's pretty much possible.
Rest over. All the Brits are working again.
That was my 58th? 59th.
Downward.
But they've less than 2 hours to hit their combined target of 400 headpans.
If the other girls don't do as many as they're supposed to, then we're going to end up in a bit of a pickle. Got up to 186 and we're supposed to be on 400. So we've got another 214 to go. Do any of you guys want to start doing a bit of lifting? Oscar, George?
Sure.
Yeah?
Okay, nice and easy, hey? It's my first go.
Be very quick.
72.
Genuinely, I'm about to collapse.
It's a last desperate push. But as hard as the Brits have tried, they've run out of energy and time.
You know, no luxury can be worth this. This is pathetic. It's not anything that we need to survive. Jewellery is a choice, it's a luxury. And you know what? I've been here a day and I feel like I'm going to die. So it's not worth it. It's blatantly not worth it.
Stop work. We have closed. We have closed. I've given you enough time. You haven't do as we expected.
Okay.
After 7 hours of back-breaking work, the Brits failed to reach their target. They're nearly 100 short. If there is to be enough gold to sell, they'll have to work even harder tomorrow.
You must be here early in the morning.
Are we doing
We
this
have to
again?
start early.
Again?
We're doing this again
The same
tomorrow?
job?
The same job.
No! Are we going home now, Emmanuel?
Yeah.
Cool.
All the Brits are staying with local families, 4 of them with fellow miner Emmanuel.
My families are in the house waiting for you.
Are they? How many of them?
Oh, we are about 18.
18 of you waiting for us in the house? No!
Like many of the men and women working at the mine, Emmanuel's basic living wage of around £4 a day doesn't just support him.
This is Uncle.
Your uncle. Hello. Nice to meet you, Alex.
Nice to meet you. This is Simpson Kofi.
Kofi. Yeah. Hi.
This is my elder sister. Her name is Gladys.
Hi Gladys, I'm George.
Yeah. Then the young guys here, they are all my niece and nephews.
Yeah.
Oh my
So
God.
hey, let's not forget, this is my mother.
Oh.
Hello there.
Yeah.
Hello George.
My mother's name is Mary.
Mary.
Yeah.
Hello Mary.
They are all staying here together.
Emmanuel's extended family has been dependent on him since his father's death 2 years ago.
So I'm the one taking care as a father to my family. So all the 17 depend on me.
Really?
I'm the one working. Then what I earn from the work, then I give to those who are learning trade, those who are in the school, a lot of them. So I have a lot of responsibilities. So that's how Ghanaians traditional. So if you are a guy, when you're grown up, you are the one going to take care of the family. It's your responsibility.
Well, thanks for being so generous as to have us four on top of your 17.
Oh, don't worry yourself. Don't worry yourself.
Like 21, just in case you didn't have enough on your plate.
Oh.
It's just unbelievable. When you look behind,
That is amazing.
you support all of these people on your own. I mean, I can't even begin to imagine what that must be like, that kind of responsibility.
In Ghana here, I have no other alternative. That's part of life. It's part of life.
In our lives, well, my life personally, I'm just thinking of number one, that's me. And he's supporting 17 other people as well and thinking about everyone else's futures before his own. So selfless. And at such a young age, working so hard. It's amazing.
Whenever I'm thinking about my life, it's my life. I don't think of a we like that. Automatically, I'm not thinking we. I'm not thinking, how can I make my sister's life the best? How can I make mum's life the best? Despite the difficulty of their position, they're not being selfish. They're being exactly the opposite. And constantly thinking about the future of the family. It's just, that is the ultimate sacrifice.
Yeah.
I'm sorry for crying. Just that my father, he left when I was very young. And he never cared, not about me or any of my sisters. Whereas someone like you, who at the age of 25, is taking on the responsibility, not running away, like willingly taking on responsibility for 17 people who aren't even your children. And it's just, it really, you know, it makes me quite emotional.
It's time to wake up. Wake up now.
It's a 5:30 start for the Brits, and yesterday's work is taking its toll.
A little bit achy actually. My little arms aren't used to the work that I done yesterday.
At Emmanuel's, with 17 people to look after, the hard work begins at home.
Days don't start at 9 a.m. here, they start at 6 a.m. and it's just the way of life.
It's actually about the same distance I'd have to go to the supermarket to get bottled water, because I don't drink tap water.
You just got to get on with it like the rest of the locals have been doing for years, so no complaining, just got to go and do the work.
After missing their targets at the mine yesterday, the Brits can't fail today. If they do, mine boss Sully won't have enough gold to sell later.
You will be taking what you have did yesterday and today's goods to the market. Yeah.
What's to be sold? So worked really hard today, guys, and we get to take loads and loads of gold to the market.
Yeah, I want you to close with my local people. So around 1. Everybody must finish the target, which is 100.
The target is even tougher than yesterday. The girls must carry 100 headpans, but in almost half the time.
It feels like 2 seconds since we were last doing this. It feels like it was only like an hour ago since I last had this hat on. And it makes me think, like, these women do this day in and day out. It doesn't really feel like a life.
It's so much hotter today than it was yesterday. I mean, it's not even 9 o'clock yet and I'm already sweating from just sitting in the shade. Worked out, pretty much averages out about 1 every 2 minutes that we've got to do each day's targets. And that's in 4 hours.
Today, the mine's machine will be separating the gold from the mud. It too will have to work flat out. As loaders, George and James must ensure it does.
The reality is, like, in each shovel there could be a bit of gold, and then think about how many shovels we put in the machine, the accumulation of gold. It is, when you actually think about it, which I haven't had the time to, it is quite crazy to think the amount of money that's in there.
Today I'm really struggling. Not saying it's not any more than anybody else, but literally my legs feel like like jelly.
The girls should be keeping pace with the locals, but they've only delivered 40 headpans in the first hour.
I'm trying, but it's not good enough.
It's even hotter than yesterday. Soon Siobhan is in trouble again. But this time, rather than conflict, there is comfort.
You're fine, okay? You're fine, it's one day. You're going to get through the day. These guys do day in, day out, and you just got to, keep going. And the thing is, you can go away from here, and that's what's even the saddest thing, is the fact that
I know
these
it's deeper
guys
than
don't
that,
have... I know.
I'm
Listen,
trying my best, but it's like, well,
no.
I've got nothing else to give you.
We are all finding this, the hardest thing that anyone here has ever done. You just got to put a smile on your face, keep going, keep strong, and just think, we're doing it as a group, it's a group effort all the time.
I'm learning maybe emotionally I'm not as strong as I may think I am. I barely cried. The only time I cried was when my nan died. And literally, this has actually pushed me to tears. To put the fact that I'm sitting there crying goes to show that this is how deep this is a feeling for me. I am part of that industry. We all are. We've been feeding it. And these people are working triply hard. The demand is on them to keep producing. No one could justify this to me. I'm disgusted.
Having heard how vital the mine's wages are for local families, the Brits are more determined than ever to finish. The deadline is looming. Even Siobhan is back on her feet.
That's your last one. Before time. Thank you very much. Work done. Sam, you are finished. Work done. You have tried your best.
Hold on, have I got mine? Yeah.
Yes, Yvonne, that's your last one.
As the clock runs down, all of the Brits hit their target.
The last one. High five, yeah. Thank you, darling, thank you.
For the last 4 hours, the Brits and 28 locals repeatedly shoveled, loaded and carried the gold-rich earth. Now they're about to find out how much of the precious metal their back-breaking work has produced.
That's how we do it. We normally do it. They have turned to white because of the mercury.
They sift through it all now, and that's what it's come to.
20 odd people grafting for that end product.
People have a big gold chain on their neck. That's probably like 2 months' work. Yeah. It seems so insignificant compared to what goes into it.
The next stage is to burn off the impurities. The gold from both days' work is now ready to be valued.
Wow.
Wow, that's shiny now. Wow.
It is quite pretty and things there now, yeah, and you actually recognise it as being gold.
When we were mining for it, I thought that's what it would be like when we found it. That's how stupid I am. I actually thought you'd find that in the soil and be like, oh, found some gold.
No, I didn't. I thought it'd be a lot bigger than that. I thought that'd be like the smallest bit that you'd find.
Yeah. Should we go see how much it weighs and adds up to?
You say the price is how much?
It's 3.6.
Sully is anxious for a good price.
Which is equal to 2.17. Yeah. 22 carats.
Pure gold is 24 carat.
Yes,
that's the highest.
Yeah, that's the highest.
So 22 is pretty damn. That's pretty damn pure.
Okay. Yes. Thank you very much. 427 Ghana cedis.
427?
Yeah.
So that's £213.50.
Could you calculate how much money you'll actually get personally from that after taking off all your overheads?
That's a 21 Ghana.
So after all that, you've made 21 Ghana cedis profit after 2 days.
Yeah.
£10.50.
Yeah.
The money is divided amongst 28 workers. Whilst the women get about £3 a day and the men 4, boss and owner Sully is only making just over £1 more.
Where is the profit really being made? Because Sully clearly isn't making any profit from this. After you bought the gold today, where does the gold go to and how much do you sell it on for?
Every Wednesday, I come home.
How much do the white people buy it off you for?
5 Ghana cedis difference.
How much? Give you an example.
5 Ghana cedis difference.
So £2.50 on top of that, really, is his profit.
Made into a ring and sold abroad, the same gold would fetch about double the price, around £400.
It's sort of ironic, really, when you have millions of pounds underneath you, yet they're living in mud huts and still, going to the toilet in holes in the ground.
The money that we're spending on gold in the UK should be finding its way back here somehow, and it's trickling through at the point there's hardly anything here.